shell left on table. Sweet smell fading very slowly. Light touch in the wooden surface. Room feeling strangely empty. Satellite moving across the sky. Small light blinking above clouds. Night becoming deeper slowly. Everything feeling endless now. Ladder standing beside a wall. Paint peeling down very slowly. Dust floating under weak light. Nothing moving at all. Violent sound coming from distance. Notes breaking softly in air. Wind carrying quiet echoes. Time feeling very slow. Chalkboard covered in faded words. Letters disappearing under dust. Light falling straight across it. Everything feeling strangely still. Street becoming empty again slowly. Cars disappearing far away. Wind touching the silent road. Night feeling very calm. Clouds covering the quiet moon. Sky turning very dark tonight. Air moving very gently. Time staying very slow. Chair standing near the window. Curtains moving under soft wind. Lamps shining on empty floor. Room staying completely quiet. Shadows stretching across the ceiling. Light becoming weaker slowly. Air moving almost invisible. Everything feeling frozen now. Rain starting across the street. Lights breaking on wet pavement. Sound fading under the night. Everything feeling distant again. Sky turning pale before morning. Clouds drifting far away. Wind touching the empty road. Time feeling strangely calm. Morning entering very quietly now. Light touching the silent room. Nothing really changing here. Everything staying calm again.
Resting beside doorway, rain tapping softly on pavement. Street lights glowing very pale, night moving slow outside. Subway doors open very slowly. People standing without speaking. Cold air touching the platform. Time feeling strangely quiet. Strawberry candy left on table. Paper shining under lamp. Room smelling faintly sweet. Silence filling everything slowly. Mirror reflecting the empty chair. Soft light touching the wall. Shadows stretching towards ceiling. Nothing moving in room. Satellite crossing the dark sky. Small light blinking very softly. Clouds drifting far away. Night staying calm and slow. Rainwater sliding across window. City lights breaking in a line. Sound fading through glass. Everything turning very soft. Steps echo inside hallway. Old walls holding quiet sound. Air moving very gently. Nothing feeling real now. Street becoming empty again. Cars disappearing far away. Wind touching silent corners. Night feeling deep and slow. Flickering above table. Paper waiting without words. Breath slowing down again. Time staying quiet here. Clouds covering the distant moon. Sky turning very pale. Cold air touching skin. Everything fading slowly now. Street light blinking one more time. Rain becoming very soft. Night holding empty silence. Everything stays
Compass spinning inside the pocket, direction refusing to stay still. Steps choosing random roads, night watching very closely. Mirror standing inside hallway, face looking completely tired. Eyes asking strange questions, answer never coming back. Satellite blinking over the city, signal cutting every second, message never really sending, voice never reaching anyone. Mountain rising behind dark clouds, huge shadow blocking the sky. Road turning suddenly narrow, breath becoming very heavy. Pineapple rolling from the table, sound echoing very strangely. Room feeling suddenly empty, nothing making any sense. Phone falling onto concrete, screen breaking into lines. Light leaking through cracks, silence growing much bigger. Streets suddenly looking unfamiliar tonight. Buildings standing like strangers, windows watching very quietly. Steps sounding very wrong, rain falling without warning. Jacket becoming very heavy, cold water hitting the neck. Thoughts starting to freeze, calm pockets still turning inside direction, still not helping. Road splitting again, mind getting more lost. Mirror inside the head, face refusing to stay clear. Voice sounding very distant, time moving very wrong. Mountain getting closer slowly, road disappearing behind me. Sky turning completely black, fear becoming very real. Satellite blinking one last time, signal finally disappearing now. Steps stopping without reason, story ending without direction.
Pineapple sitting near the window, sweet smell filling the room. Light falling softly inside, everything feeling calm tonight. Subway moving under the city, cold air touching the platform. Neon lights flickering slowly, time moving very quietly. Mirror reflecting the empty chair, soft light touching the wall. Shadows growing very long, nothing moving in room. Compass lying beside the table, needle turning very slowly. Old paper waiting silently, time feeling peaceful again. Time feeling peaceful again. Notebook open under warm lamp, words written very slowly. Ink shining faint tonight, everything feeling strangely calm. Rain starting across the street, lights breaking across pavement softly. Cars disappearing far away, night feeling very quiet. Windows reflecting distant buildings, clouds drifting across pale sky. Wind touching the silent road, everything staying very calm. Chair standing beside the desk, lamp glowing very softly now. Air moving very gently, time feeling strangely slow. Street becoming empty again slowly, neon signs blinking one by one. Clouds hiding the quiet moon, night feeling deeper now. Breathe becoming calm again now, hands resting on the table. Silence covering the room, everything feeling very soft. touching the quiet street. Time starting very gently. Morning entering through the window. Light touching the notebook softly. Rain completely stopping now. Everything starting quietly again. Everything starting quietly again. Marble floor reflecting pale light. Shadows stretching across the hall. Air feeling cold tonight. Nothing moving at all. Ladder standing near the window. Paint peeling slowly downward. Dust floating under weak light. Room feeling strangely empty. Satellite blinking above the city. Small light crossing dark sky. Clouds moving very slowly. Night feeling endless again. Cactus standing beside the glass. Moonlight touching sharp edges. Shadow growing across the wall. Everything feeling distant now. Everything feeling distant now. Yeah. Everything feeling distant now. Everything feeling distant now. Yeah, feel that distant. Yeah. Teapot resting on cold table. Steam fading very quietly. Light touching the metal lid. Room staying completely calm. Street becoming empty again slowly. Cars disappearing far away. Wind touching the silent road. Night feeling very heavy. Clouds covering the weak moon. Sky turning darker slowly. Air moving very gently. Time staying very slow. Old chairs standing at desk. Curtains moving under soft wind. Lamp shining on empty floor. Room staying completely quiet. Rain starting across the street. Lights breaking across pavement softly. Sound fading under the vine. Everything feeling distant again. Shadows stretching across ceiling. Light becoming weaker slowly. Air moving almost invisible. Everything feeling frozen now. Sky turning pale before morning. Clouds drifting far away. Wind touching the empty road. All time feeling strangely calm. Morning entering very quietly now. Light touching the silent room. Nothing really changing here. Everything staying calm again. Ocean breathing slowly at night. Waves touching the empty shore. Wind moving across dark sand. Everything feeling very distant. Suitcase waiting beside the door. Room smelling slightly like rain. Lamp glowing very softly now. Nothing feeling completely real. Flashlight cutting across the darkness. Dust floating slowly in air. Walls looking strangely pale tonight. Time moving very slowly. Chalk drawing lines on pavement. Words disappearing under rain. Street becoming quiet again. Silence growing very deep. Horizon fading under weak moon. Sky stretching endlessly above. Wind touching the quiet water. Everything feeling completely still. down, cold air touching the street. Night feeling heavy again. Clouds covering distant stars slowly. Sky becoming darker tonight. Wind moving through empty streets. Time feeling very slow. Old chair standing near window. Curtains moving under soft wind. Lamp shining on empty floor. Room staying completely quiet. Street lights blinking one by one. Cars disappearing very far away. Rain starting very softly. Everything feeling strangely calm. Walls holding quiet memories tonight. Shadows stretching across ceiling. Breath becoming slow again. Time staying very still. Sky turning pale before morning. Clouds drifting far away. Wind touching the silent road. Everything feeling distant again. Morning entering very quietly now. Light touching the empty room. Silence staying completely calm. Everything beginning very softly.
Suitcase standing beside the door. Zipper slightly broken tonight. Dust cover Lido handle. Nobody touching it anymore. Chalk drawing still on pavement. Rain washing it very slowly. Name almost disappearing now. Memory trying to stay alive. Satellite blinking above dark roof. Someone watching from far away. City feeling strangely smaller. Time feeling strangely faster. Compass hidden inside the pocket. Needle shaking very lightly. Direction never feeling certain. Road never feeling finished. Waterfall roaring behind the forest. Sound echoing inside the mind. Voice trying to speak louder. Heart refusing to answer. Old phone line, you're on table. Screen cracked across the middle. Message still not open. Words still waiting silently. Window shaking under strong wind. Curtain moving like a shadow. Room feeling slightly colder. Breath getting heavier now. Street becoming darker suddenly. Steps echoing behind the back. Nobody really following though. Fear still walking beside me. Photo falling from the wall. Glass breaking across the floor. Yeah, face looking strangely unfamiliar. Memory refusing to stay clear. Clock moving without emotion. Seconds cutting through silence. Night refusing to end tonight. Thoughts refusing to stop. Suitcase still near the door. Nothing packed inside anymore. Leaving suddenly feels impossible. Staying suddenly feels worse. Morning arrives without meaning. Light entering but nothing changes. Door still closed forever. Story stopping right here. Keyboard smashing under fast hand. Screen flashing without stopping. Words coming faster than breath. Mind running faster than I. Flashlight falling from the table. Light spinning across the wall. Shadows breaking into pieces. Room losing its shape. Strawberry drink spilled everywhere. Red spreading across the floor. Drums hitting metal very hard. Somebody shouting from below. Nobody listening anymore. Ocean screaming inside my head. Waves crashing again. Noise refusing to slow down. Heart refusing to calm. Phone vibrating across the desk. Name flashing over again. Finger refusing to answer. Silence feeling much safer. Door opening much too fast. Wind entering like a storm. Curtain flying across the room. Air becoming very sharp. Street lights blinking one by one. Cars passing much too louder. Voices mixing in the noise. The city breathing very fast. Steps running across the pavement. Breath breaking every second. Chest hurting without warning. Still refusing to stop. Rain suddenly hitting the face. Cold water shocking everything. Noise slowly breaking apart. Thoughts starting to fall, yeah. Street becoming empty again. Breath slowly coming back. Heart still beating too hard. And still shaking badly. Keyboard silent on the table. Screen still glowing quiet. Words completely gone now. Mind finally slowing down, yeah. Notebook still on the table. Pages turning very softly. Ink stain clear tonight. Nothing trying to change, yeah. Strawberry smell inside a room. Sweetness feeling very quiet. Light touching a small bowl. Time slowing very gently, yeah. Mirror holding yesterday's reflection. Face looking softer tonight. Eyes not asking questions. Silence feeling very warm, yeah. Ocean sound inside headphones. Waves moving very calmly. Wind touching the far shore. Night breathing very slowly, yeah. Compass lying beside the notebook. Needle resting without moving. Direction finally feeling simple. Heart finally feeling safe, yeah. Curtain moving under soft wind. Lamp glowing across the desk. Chair waiting without sadness. Room feeling completely peaceful. Photo resting near the window. Smile looking very familiar. Nothing trying to disappear, yeah. Memory staying very gentle. Notebook opening by itself slowly. Old words staying very clear. One sentence still surviving. Name written very softly, yeah. Ocean sound getting quieter now. Waves fading in the distance. Wind losing its coldness, yeah. Night becoming very kind. Mirror catching early morning light. Face looking calm again. Eyes finally resting softly. Nothing feeling heavy anymore. Strawberry bowl still untouched. Sweetness staying in the air. Room feeling warm and safe. Time moving very gently. Notebook closing without sound. Light touching the quiet desk. Nothing needing explanation anymore. Memory choosing to stay. Billy Moore.
nothing moving at all. Cactus standing near the window, moonlight touching sharp edges, shadow growing across the wall, everything feeling cold tonight. Barcode printed on old paper, lines looking strangely endless, light falling straight across it, time stopping for seconds. Freezer humming inside kitchen, cold air spreading very slowly, glass reflecting pale light, silence becoming very heavy, horizon disappearing into darkness, sky becoming completely empty, wind touching the silent road, everything feeling distant now. Footsteps echoing inside hallway, door closing without any sound, air staying completely still, nothing feeling real again. Night growing darker outside, streetlights blinking one by one, clouds hiding the weak moon, everything feeling slow tonight. Old chair standing near table, dust moving under faint light, walls holding quiet tension, time feeling strangely long, windows reflecting empty street, cars disappearing far away, wind touching the cold glass, night staying very silent, shadows stretching across ceiling, light becoming weaker slowly, air moving almost invisible, everything feeling frozen now, sky turning pale before morning, clouds drifting without sound, wind touching the empty road, silence staying very deep, morning arriving very quietly, light entering the dark room, nothing really changing here, everything staying cold again.
Mountain rising far in distance, clouds touching the high peaks, wind moving across the sky, everything feeling endless now. Keyboard lights glowing in darkness, keys waiting without any sound, room feeling very quiet tonight, air moving very slowly, pumpkin resting near the window, orange color fading softly, cold air touching the glass, room feeling strangely calm, umbrella leaning beside the door, rain tapping softly outside, street becoming quiet again, night feeling very slow, compass lying on wooden table, needle turning very slowly, old map waiting silently, time feeling peaceful tonight, rainwater sliding across the street, lights breaking across pavement softly, cars disappearing very far away, everything feeling distant, clouds drifting across the sky, wind touching the empty road, street lights glowing very pale, night staying very calm, footsteps fading inside hallway, door closing without any sound, air staying completely still, nothing feeling real again, sky becoming deeper slowly, clouds hiding a quiet moon, wind touching silent building, everything feeling strangely soft, lamp shining softly on table, shadows moving across the wall, we becoming calm again, time feeling very gentle, morning coming very slowly now, sky opening above the street, air becoming calm again, everything starting very softly, room staying quiet and empty, light touching the wooden floor, time moving feeling peaceful now. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh,
Yeah. Notebook line on London desk, pages moving with the wind. Soft light touching the paper, room feeling warm and slow. Ocean sound coming from distance, waves breaking softly somewhere. Air smelling slightly salty, time feeling very calm. Ladder leaning against the wall, paint slowly peeling away. Dust moving under sunlight, nothing changing at all. Galaxy shining above the roof, stars looking very close. Night becoming deep and quiet, everything feeling endless now. Pumpkin sitting near the window, orange color fading slowly. Cold air touching the glass, room staying very still. Curtains moving in slow wind, shadows dancing across floors. Light breaking into pieces, time drifting very softly. Footsteps fading down hallway, door closing without sound. Air staying completely calm, nothing moving inside. Sky turning slowly darker, clouds hiding distant stars. Night growing very quiet, everything's slowing again. Street becoming empty outside, windows glowing very faint. Wind touching silent buildings, time feeling strangely slow. Breath moving very gently, hands resting on the table. Silence covering the room, nothing needing to change. Morning light touching the wall, sky opening very slowly. Soft colors filling space, everything's starting again. I'm staying calm and quiet, air moving very softly. Time passing without noise, everything feeling peaceful now. Lantern glowing in quiet garden, warm light touching the leaves. Air moving very softly, night feeling gentle now. Compass lying on wooden table, needle turning very slowly. Old map waiting silently, time feeling peaceful tonight. Pineapple sitting near a window, sweet smell filling the room. Light falling softly on table, everything feeling calm and warm. Mountain rising far in distance, clouds touching the high peaks. Wind moving across the sky, everything feeling endless now. Curtain moving in slow wind, moonlight entering the room. Shadows dancing across floor, night staying soft and calm. Footsteps fading along the path, trees whispering very gently. Air holding quiet silence, time moving very slow. Sky becoming deep and dark, stars appearing one by one. Wind touching the quiet field, everything feeling peaceful now. Old bench standing near a garden, light falling softly around it. Leaves moving under soft wind, night feeling warm again. Breath becoming slow and calm, hands resting on wooden table. feeling gentle tonight. Ooh, clouds moving above slowly, sky opening very wide, wind touching the silent trees, everything feeling soft again. Morning coming very quietly, light touching the old path, birds starting very softly, everything waking slowly now. Garden staying calm and quiet, air moving very gently, day beginning without noise, everything feeling peaceful again.
Mirror hanging above the sink, face looking strangely different, eyes avoiding their own reflection, silence staying much longer. Notebook filled with crosswords, every page rewritten again, meaning never staying stable, thoughts refusing to settle. Flashlight shaking inside the dark, hands trembling very slightly, hallway feeling endlessly long, steps sounding much louder. Mount standing behind the town, huge shadow covering everything. Sky looking very heavy tonight, air feeling strangely tight. Pineapple smell inside the kitchen, sweetness feeling completely wrong. Knife still resting near plate, room refusing to breathe. Chair falling without reason, sound exploding inside silence. Heart beating much faster now, time suddenly slowing down. Clock numbers looking unfamiliar night, seconds feeling painfully long. Walls coming slightly closer, gravity coming very shallow. Door refusing to open fully, handle shaking under pressure. Room suddenly feeling smaller, air becoming harder to hold. Mirror catching light again suddenly, face looking even more distant, eyes refusing to recognize me, silence becoming unbearable now. Notebook falling onto the floor, pages opening by themselves, words looking completely empty, meaning disappearing completely now. Ground still standing outside quietly, nothing really moving anymore. Sky looking endlessly blank tonight, everything feeling strangely frozen. Flashlight turning off suddenly, darkness swallowing the whole room. No sound coming back again, nothing explaining anything anymore. Ocean moving slowly at night, waves touching the empty shore, wind drifting across dark sand, everything feeling very calm. Pineapple sitting on wooden table, sweet smell filling the room, light falling softly inside, night feeling strangely warm. Flashlight cutting across the darkness, dust floating slowly in air, walls looking strangely pale tonight, time moving very slowly. Notebook open under weak lamp, Words written very slowly, ink shining faint tonight. Everything feeling calm again. Hey. Horizon fading under the moon, sky stretching endlessly above. Wind touching the quiet water, night feeling completely still. Hey. Footsteps fading behind the house, door closing without any sound. Cold air touching the street, everything feeling distant now. Clouds covering distant stars slowly, sky becoming darker tonight. Wind moving through empty streets, time feeling very slow. Old chair standing near window, curtains moving under soft wind. Lamp shining on empty floor, room staying completely quiet. Street lights blinking one by one, cars disappearing very far away. Rain starting very softly, everything feeling strangely calm. Walls holding quiet memories tonight, shadows stretching across ceiling. Breathe becoming slow again, time staying very still. Hey. Sky turning pale before morning, clouds drifting far away. Wind touching the silent road, everything feeling distant again. Morning entering very quietly now, light touching the empty room. Silence staying completely calm, everything beginning very softly.
Yeah. Yeah. Work side. Yeah. Yeah. Suitcase lying in the hallway, handle broken very badly. Dust covering everything slowly, nobody touching it anymore. Flashlight shaking inside darkness, walls looking strangely closer. Breath sounding very loud tonight, silence pushing back harder. Keyboard keys hitting very fast, words coming without control. Message getting more aggressive, mind losing balance again, yeah. Marble floor reflecting cold light, steps sounding sharp and empty. Room feeling completely abandoned, air becoming very heavy, yeah. Cactus standing beside the window, spikes looking strangely alive. Nothing growing around it now, everything feeling dry inside. Chair falling behind the back, sound breaking the quiet room. Heart jumping without warning, yeah. Hands starting to shake, yeah. Door closing much too hard, handle refusing to move. Knuckles hitting wood repeatedly, pain feeling strangely real. Yeah, phone sliding across the floor, screen glowing without emotion. Name appearing again, answer never being sent. Yeah, shadows climbing across the wall, light becoming thinner slowly. Air getting colder suddenly, room feeling more distant. Yeah, mirror catching very weak light, face looking completely unfamiliar. Eyes refusing to stay still, voice refusing to speak. Your suitcase finally opening slowly, nothing waiting inside tonight. No memory, no explanation, just empty, quiet space. Flashlight dying without warning, darkness staying completely calm. No sound coming back anymore, nothing trying to continue. Nothing trying to continue.
Come and moving across the sky, Light fading slowly behind clouds. Night feeling very endless. Everything becoming calm now. Umbrella resting near the door. Rain tapping softly outside. Cold air touching the floor. Room feeling very quiet. Notebook open beside the bed. Words written very slowly. Light falling softly on pages. Time moving without sound. Lighthouse shining far and distant. Waves breaking somewhere unseen. Wind moving across the sea. Night feeling calm and deep. Calculator lying near the notebook. Numbers looking strangely empty. Light touching a small screen. Everything feeling slow tonight. Rain becoming softer outside now. Window holding quiet reflection. Air moving very gently. Room staying calm again. Clouds drifting above silently. Sky becoming pale and quiet. Wind touching the empty road. Everything feeling distant now. Lamp shining softly on table. Notebook pages moving slowly. Wrist staying very calm. Time feeling very gentle. Night becoming deeper slowly. Rain fading across the street. Cold air touching the window. Everything staying quiet again. Sky turning lighter very slowly. Clouds moving far away. Wind touching silent rooftops. Morning coming very gently. Room staying calm and soft. Lamp still shining quietly. Air moving very slowly. Time feeling peaceful now. Morning entering through the window. Light touching the notebook softly. Rain completely stopping now. Everything starting quietly again.
Yeah. Yeah. Calculator still open on desk. Numbers filling the empty screen. Hands moving without thinking tonight. Nothing really being solved. Thunder breaking the silent evening. Window shaking under the sound. Sky looking violently dark now. Breathe getting slightly faster. Yeah. Subway doors closing too quickly. People disappearing without faces. Voices mixing into loud noise. Nobody looking at anyone. Denim jacket hanging near chair. Sleeves looking strangely empty tonight. Dust resting on the shoulders. Time feeling slightly uncomfortable. Glacier photo stuck on the wall. Ice looking completely motionless. Cold color filling the room. Memory feeling very distant. Phone light in the dark table. Messages arriving without meaning. Words looking very mechanical tonight. Nothing sounding human anymore. Chair moving slightly by itself. Wood making a quiet sound. Room feeling strangely unfamiliar now. Air becoming heavier slowly. Rain hitting the pavement outside. Cars passing without slowing down. Lights breaking across the road. Night feeling louder than usual. Mirror catching the cold light. Face looking completely tired tonight. Eyes refusing to stay calm. People coming uneven again. Clock numbers changing very slowly. Seconds sounding strangely aggressive now. Silence refusing to stay still. Everything feeling slightly wrong. Thunder coming back once more. Sky refusing to calm down. Window trembling again tonight.
nothing won in the end. Calculator screen finally going dark. Hands staying completely still now. Room refusing to forgive anything. No answer ever coming.
Sunflower standing beside the window, warm light touching the petals. Room smelling softly like dust. Time feeling very gentle. Notebook lying near the bed. Pages moving under soft wind. Ink shining very faint tonight. Nothing needing to be written. Ocean sound coming from distance. Waves moving very slowly tonight. Wind touching the quiet shore. Everything feeling calm again. Lantern glowing inside the garden. Light moving across the grass. Crickets sounding very softly. Night feeling warm and safe. Pillow still holding no warmth. Hair resting without thinking the night. Breath becoming very quiet. Time moving very gently. Curtain moving under summer wind. Moonlight entering the room slowly. Shadows staying very soft. Everything feeling peaceful now. Photo resting near the notebook. Smile looking very familiar tonight. Nothing trying to disappear. Memories staying completely calm. Ocean sound getting softer now. Waves fading in the distance slowly. Wind losing its coldness tonight. Night becoming very kind. Lantern still glowing in the garden. Light touching the quiet path. Air moving very gently. Everything feeling safe again. Sunflower shadows on the wall. Light moving slowly across them. Room staying calm and warm. Time feeling very soft. Notebook closing without sound tonight. Pages resting very quietly. Nothing left to change anymore. Memory already staying safe. Morning coming very slowly now. Light touching the empty room. Summer staying inside memory. My story ending very softly.
Keep our lights glowing in darkness. Keys waiting without any sound. Room feeling empty tonight. Air moving very slow. Magnet holding no photo gently. Paper bending slightly at its edge. Light touching it very softly. Everything feeling strangely distant. Subway station almost completely empty. Cold air touching the platform. Neon lights flickering above. Time moving very slowly. Marble floor reflecting weak light. Footsteps echo across the hall. Walls holding quiet tension. Night feeling very heavy. Strawberry gum left on table. Sweet smell fading slowly now. Lamp shining directly on it. Room feeling quiet again. Windows reflecting distant city lights.
cars disappearing very far away. Wind touching the cold glass, everything staying calm tonight. The street becoming empty again slowly, neon signs blinking one by one. Clouds hiding the moon softly, night feeling deeper now. Chair standing near the desk, keyboard lights still glowing softly. Air moving very gently, time feeling strangely slow. Rain starting across the street, water breaking the reflection. Sound fading under the night, everything feeling distant now. Clouds drifting above quietly, street lights glowing very pale. Wind touching empty corners, night staying completely still. Sky turning lighter very slowly, buildings appearing one by one. Air becoming calm again, time starting quietly now. Room staying silent and empty, keyboard lights finally fading. Morning entering through window, everything starting very softly.
Volcano news playing on television, people watching without blinking tonight. Fear spreading faster than sound, nobody speaking at all. Blanket covering the cold sofa, someone sleeping without dreaming tonight. Room smelling slightly like dust, time moving strangely slow. Satellite blinking above the building, signal cutting every few seconds. Voices breaking into static again, nobody understanding anything. Fountain still running outside silently, water falling without emotion tonight. Street completely empty again, everything feeling very unreal. Barcode printed across a ticket train, suddenly completely canceled tonight. People standing without direction, nobody knowing where to go. Window shaking under strong wind, curtain moving like a shadow. Lamp flickering again. Room feeling slightly smaller.
Phone screen light in the darkness, messages arriving one by one. Names looking strangely unfamiliar, fear growing very quietly. Streetlights blinking across the road, cars disappearing very far away. Wind touching the empty pavement, night feeling very heavy. Clock numbers moving very slowly, seconds sounding much louder tonight. Breath becoming slightly harder, air feeling strangely tight.
Clouds covering the quiet moon, sky turning completely dark. Wind carrying unknown sounds, everything feeling very wrong.
Voices fading inside the hallway, doors closing one by one. Silence staying much longer, nobody saying goodbye. Morning arriving without relief, light entering but nothing changing. City still feeling broken, story ending without comfort.
Da 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 da